Hello everyone. I'm so excited to dive right into your reading because it's exciting, it's mysterious, and I want to know more about this. I got some oracle cards to kind of already have a sense of your energy. And one of the things that I got was like there is this image of like a wolf puffing and like trying to bring down perhaps this something that you built, or maybe this new reality that you're trying to build. And it's really interesting because then right after that I got the song in my head. It's called Brick by Boring Brick from Paramore. And there I didn't remember all the everything in the song, but there is a part that says it says it says, make sure you build your home brick by boring brick, or the wolf is gonna bring it down. So like there is this message about building like a strong foundation. And I was also seeing like the tower card in my mind's eye. Like there's like you had this tower moment and now you're rebuilding. So it's like everything you knew fell apart. Like you had this huge awakening, or you started to see things really different, and you're working on yourself, and maybe there was a lot of change that happened for you. So you're rebuilding now after that tower moment, right? The tower brings everything down, that foundation that wasn't steady to begin with, right? That wasn't authentic, is strong enough. So you're rebuilding now, but there is like this bad wolf energy, quote, that is kind of puffing, trying to bring what you're building down. And it's also interesting about the song because the beginning says, she lives in a fairy tale somewhere too far for us to find, forgotten the taste and smell of a world that she's left behind. So it's like you did have this awakening. And for your energy, I got the separation card. So yeah, this word that you left behind. And it's kind of, oh my God, it's like I'm getting so much spirit. Okay, let's I'm really excited. Okay, so let's get into this energy. Okay, so I got the separation card in Neptune. Okay, so Neptune card is like the mystic, right? It's like this, talks about like this mysticism, spirituality, like this unknown, talks about this awakening. But this card also talks about being careful to not make that awakening, that spirituality all about us. It talks about how it's important to avoid like the spiritual madness that sometimes happens. So this could be an aspect of you, or maybe this is something you see outside, something kind of a false light, like that. It's almost like an energy of avoiding like a spiritual arrogance. But with separation, maybe you are separating yourself from that, from what like, I'm getting a person that perhaps grew up in the church, and everything now is changing. You're seeing some things differently, and I speak that without the respect. I don't personally have a religion, and if you do, that's okay. But it's almost like you're seeing through some things, and or also kind of like the people that the leaders, or the people you're watching, or the books you're reading, everything. It's almost like you're really separating yourself now from that spiritual madness that it is happening. We cannot ignore that there is kind of a part that is because you're chosen for this. I believe we are all chosen. It's just that some people, they answer the call, some people don't. But this awakening sometimes can come with this, like, I know it all because I had this awakening. I had like this, all of this experiencing other dimensions, and I've been like having out of body experiences. Oh, I've seen it all. I had this conscious expansion, so I know better. So this is either like might be an aspect of you. You will know if that resonates, or maybe that's something that you're seeing, you're perceiving in the spiritual world. But with the separation card, I do have a strong feeling that you're actually trying to separate from that. You're trying to stay grounded and humble and understanding that this awakening is not just about you or me. This is like a collective. Every time a person has heals, every time we heal from something, from trauma, every time we get closer to our higher self, we're not just doing that for ourselves, we're doing that for the collective, right? So kind of that's the energy here. Okay. I don't know how the lunar nodes are now in Pisces and Virgo, North node in Pisces and South node in Virgo, and that's exactly like my placement. I have North node in Pisces and South in Virgo, and this is really affecting me. I didn't even make new readings for the last days, like new ones. I've been feeling like my third eye, like and crown, like pulsing, and I've been feeling kind of not really, almost like almost like a little lightheaded, and I felt like a strong need to ground myself, and that's another thing that I got, also from that same song, from the Paramore song. There's a part in the song that says, "Keep your feet on the ground when your head's in the clouds." So there is this strong calling now for grounding yourselves in this energy. For me, this lunar node's position now is affecting me quite a bit. I know that I'm gonna have a lot of things to release and to embrace, and I've been embracing my faith and like trying to follow that path of faith and spirituality that is from North Node in Pisces. But this affects everybody, even if that's not your placement. So maybe right now you might be feeling dry away as well. So there is this need for like keeping your feet on the ground when your head's in the clouds. And as I said that, I felt a little bit dizzy. So this is kind of like quite a strong, heavy energy right now. So let's get back to that thing with the wolf. Okay, because when I got those messages, I was like, okay, Spirit, let me talk. Let's see the energy of the collective. And I got this, right? The separation, the Neptune card. So there is like, I'm talking to a collective that is kind of like high spiritual, and I think that you're understanding that perhaps right now it's a time that you have to see who's coming with you in this new reality that you're trying to manifest for yourself, that you're envisioning. And sometimes it's very hard to accept that not everybody will come with you, because there is a lot of sometimes energies that don't align. So I asked the Spirit, okay, let's get more information. I feel like there is a shadow aspect here that we have to work with. So what is the mirroring energy right now? What are we what is being reflected right now in the collective? What light and dark that has to be balanced right now, right? So I got the Soul Mirror Oracle cards. I'm gonna have to cover these ones because there is some nudity. But the first card that came was the Creatress. This is a beautiful deck. And the Creatress, so like the light aspect here, like it's creative, and the shadow aspect is uninspired. And then I, together with that, also felt, okay, I have to cover this one. It felt celebration, mournful or joyous as the shadow aspect. So there is like this collective, and they are kind of enjoying themselves, right? Oops, here in like doing this, almost like dancing under the moon, celebrating their growth, their creativity. But the shadow aspect of this card is mournful. So for that being kind of the energy, the collective now that we are trying to kind of navigate, that really hit hard for me in a way, because it's like when we get out of that space, when we have this awakening and we have all of our tower moments, right, and everything that we knew kind of starts to shake, and then we have like everything we knew, like that song, right? The word that she left behind. So this word that you left behind, now you're trying to create this new reality for you. And the energy that we're trying to balance now is like aligning with your creativity entering that creativity, embracing that, and with being uninspired for whatever reason, we're gonna get more cards to clarify that. And celebration, also feel like a lot of the times we feel so happy with our growth, and we can see all the things that are changing around us and how we are growing. But there is this, we still mourn parts of ourselves, and that's okay. Spirit is telling you that it's okay. Sometimes we do look behind the word that we knew. And sometimes, especially when things are hard, it's normal to kind of mourn sometimes the version of you that you were. It doesn't mean that it's better or worse. It's just that you outgrew a lot of things about yourself and the word that you used to kind of feel like it was the normal. And that's a kind of a difficult part of awakening, and that's, it can be tricky. A lot of the times, like, I found myself feeling that way. Sometimes, like, sometimes ignorance is bliss, kind of a thought pattern. But then when you really think about it, like, no, I can't go back. I can't go back. And you know that you can't. But that's okay sometimes to feel, to mourn that part of you. But you still have a lot of parts of you. You're just changing and you're growing, but you're still you. And I'm saying, think about it like as a 2.0 version of you. Okay, but it's okay sometimes to feel, to mourn parts of you that got lost, because, perhaps that part of you had more friends and was more outgoing, and now this part of you is a bit more isolated and don't like to go out as much, and you're like, wow, I wish I could go back and being that outgoing person. Or maybe that part of you was going out on dates and like, and now you're like really, there is like this, there's this funny thing I saw the other day. It's like, oh, all this healing is making me very picky, and now I have no one. Like, I used to have all these boyfriends and now I have nobody. So that's part of it, because as you grow and your self-love also grows, and you become more picky with your energy, with who you share your body or your day-to-day life with. And that's beautiful. But it's okay sometimes to mourn, the parts of you that are that has higher standards now, or that just it has stronger boundaries. Okay. And then I asked Spirit to give me some cards for like, what's the outside energy, okay, that is kind of maybe lingering here with the collective, that is kind of causing that creative block to create the reality for you. What is the part of the what is causing them more? And then I got Judgment. Okay, the light aspect is complementary, and the shadow aspect is critical. So perhaps you're dealing with a lot of criticism, or perhaps you just see that in the world, because this is like an outside energy that is kind of affecting the collective, and that's generalized. And I'm getting like feeling like a fish out of the sea here. I don't know why I just looked at this. Is this like flying fishes? Looks like perhaps you're feeling like a fish out of the water. What did I say before? I think I said, I don't know if I said the right thing, but it's like you're feeling like a fish out of the water. And that's, you may be feeling that this new part of you, like this new foundation that you're building, people may be like, what happened to this person? Like, they used to be like this and that, and they may be thinking, oh my God, they're going through a bad patch. They're going to there is this criticism. Sometimes they look at you and they say, oh, she lost it, like this, or this guy, like this person. You can be he or she, or they. But what I'm saying is that, wow, they might look at you, and just because you're being more isolated, or because you're spending more time alone or in nature, they might be like, oh, this person's kind of like, don't like hanging out with others now. This person's so like antisocial now. What happened? And they may kind of judge it like it's a bad thing, but you're actually feeling good about it. So I don't know if that maybe like resonates to you. So it's perhaps like there is this need sometimes to reframe that outside energy, or there is like that need of not really caring sometimes, because it's how about how you feel, and you were gonna end up attracting people that, you know, feel the same way. And on your supporting energy, okay, 1 second, I forgot to write something here for my spread, guys. So 1 second. There's a supporting energy, an outcome. Okay, one moment. Supporting energy for you. Look at that. Is resilience. That's beautiful. Spirit is supporting you. This is as your supporting energy is very powerful, because it means that you've been through a lot, but you became more resilient. You becoming so strong, and this is supporting you. This is like supporting your growth, and this resilience is actually what's helping you deal with everything. And this resilience is going to be very important for when that wolf is trying to puff and puff, you know. So we're going to get more about that. Okay, and then there was also I got your supporting energy, and then I got like what you don't see coming in a way from this, like what you can expect from this, right? What is the opportunity here, okay? And I got the unexpected. You see that? It's beautiful. The unexpected, like, is what you don't see coming, like literally. So there's a surprise. We're gonna try to get more information about this, but what I'm getting from this is something that not even you thought it was possible for you. We're gonna get more information. And as the outcome, wow, collective, I'm so excited for this, because for the outcome, I got 2 cards that fell together, and they are literally these: the dark moon and the full moon with the void and power. Wow. Is the dark moon that talks about being in the void, that moment of stagnation, of release, of like dark nights of the soul. And then with power, they felt together. So this for me, it means that the outcome of this is you really getting out of that stagnation that you may be feeling, or even like just releasing, like really all parts of you get integrated, all parts of your shadow, right? The dark moon talks about, the dark moon Lilith talks about our shadows and things about ourselves that we just been hiding. So I do feel like you're gonna use the parts of you to bring you into your power. There is this release of what no longer serve you, and integration of all the parts of you that maybe you felt ashamed of, or that you thought were not important. But that collective is bringing you into your power. There's this transition. That's your outcome, and that's beautiful. So let's get into the tarot, okay? And get some more cards, and let's see a bit more. Let me just sip my water. I love this for you, collective. So I'm just gonna put this here, so for my spread. Okay, so let's get into the tarot. I'm gonna use the Rider-Waite. Feeling guided to use that. Well, thank you for being here. My name is Daya. If you're new here, if you're coming back, thank you so much. This is a new channel, but I'm uploading regularly. I've been a reader for a while now, but I finally had the courage to do this here. So thank you so much for being here. And if you like this message, if it resonates, any like or any comment that you leave really makes a difference for me to know if this is resonating. You know, like, I love what I do. So please subscribe if you enjoyed this message, if it resonates with you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Spirit, let's get here a little bit more of this collective energy. So remember, we had the separation in Neptune, right? With that, and those messages about you rebuilding your foundation after that Tower moment. Let's see what else, Spirit, can we know about the collective's energy here. So, okay, thank you. And we got Judgment. Oh my God. Awakening, like I love when that happened. Listen, look, right? We had separation and Neptune supporting that awakening. Neptune talks about your awakening, spirituality, and Judgment also talks about that enlightenment, awakening. With the separation, I do feel like I want to, okay, here I already have the bottom of the deck. I also have the Nine of Wands. Remember that your supporting energy is resilience. This is a card that talks about resilience too. The Nine of Wands. About being through a lot, becoming a bit more, sometimes even feeling a bit defensive and like waiting for what's next. And again, I do get that thing about building your strong foundation again. It's like you're really marking that territory now. You're really protecting the foundation you've been building for yourself. That resilience is supporting you. Really. That is what is helping you keep yourself separated from the spiritual madness, or even against people that are not aligning with you anymore. Oh, yes, it's like you're protecting yourself from, you guarding, like you're not gonna let this wolf come and puff, until it's strong enough. Like, okay, I'm getting this. It's like you know that your foundation isn't strong enough. Like you're still building it brick by boring brick. So until you're building that, you keeping guard. Like you're keeping the watch, because you know that you still have to make that foundation stronger. So make sure you build your home brick by boring brick, or the wolf's gonna blow it down. And you know that you're still building, that maybe it's not strong enough yet, right? Because maybe you just had like everything kind of still up in the air, like you still kind of having to, like this, like the outcome is the void with power. Maybe you're still in this void, maybe you're still in this energy, and you know that that foundation might not be so strong yet, but you're keeping guard. Wow. I'm gonna leave this one here. Oh wow, look, and behind that one is the Ten of Wands, burdens, but it's on the it's in the reverse. I feel like this is not even a burden for you anymore. You're releasing that burden because it's just your awakening. It's just like you're doing this because you know it's the best. I love this. Okay, Spirit. Okay, I feel like getting more. Okay, for your energy, I think that this is it. Okay, so there is like this strong awakening that you just had. I do feel like that separation. Okay, for some of you, this is actually what you're doing. You're really being able to separate yourself from those who are not making you feel inspired, right? Remember that shadow aspect of the creator, the creatress, uninspired and creative, like the shadow aspect. So it's like you are really being able to separate yourself, like, and work with that shadow aspect right now that is lingering on the collective, right? But some of you, there is a need to be able to separate a bit more. So Spirit is saying, be a bit more mindful. So take it as it resonates. Are you actually like, are you being careful with, you know, what kind of, are you being careful with how your spirituality is, how is this in your mind? Like, is this like, okay, I'm doing this for the collective, like I'm also helping heal the collective, I'm part of like something much bigger than just me? Or you are in this energy of feeling, oh, I'm better than everybody else, like everybody should follow my lead, I know so much. So this is very specific. So this is just like Spirit, it's not judgmental, it's not like, oh, you know, it's just maybe like just a message to bring you kind of put your head, your feet on the ground when your head is in the clouds. Because awakening is not supposed to be about separation, you know, even though you are separating from what no longer serves, but it's not really supposed to be about separating yourself in the sense of like, I'm better, I am chosen, like they are not, like they are below me. That's not what this is about. And I know that sometimes it's a lot of what we see there. Oh, these are the signs that you're chosen. If you have this, you are the chosen ones. Like everybody's the chosen one. We are all here in the path. There's the difference about answering that call. And although it is necessary to separate yourself from what no longer serves you, from the things that hold you back, it's not a sense of separation because you're better or because, you know, it's ultimate. It's we are here to help the collective heal too. Although we all have our specific growth and we all have the things that we came here to do, Spirit is saying that we are also here to help the collective and to heal as a collective as well. And when we understand that we are all connected, that's a lot of this changes. So that separation, right? It has those, for me, like I'm really getting those two. Like, how are you really feeling separated? Are you just cutting yourself away from things that really no longer serves you, but because you want to evolve, or you just like figuring like, oh, I'm still saying that with a lot of love, no judgment here, but you know if this is for you. Okay. Okay, all right, that was a lot, Spirit. I just want to get a little bit more about, that shadow, although for me it's kind of clear, like the shadow aspect we're dealing here. I told about like that morning, like sometimes the versions of you that we were, and sometimes it's hard to create, right? When we are still kind of attached to a version of us that we were before. We didn't tap completely into our creative person. So how can we change their reality, Spirit? How do we, okay, wow, look at that. The 10 of Cups fell with joy. Like, this is incredible. I'm gonna cover this again. But this is the card that talks about celebration, right? And the shadow aspect is mournful, but the light aspect is joy. And this is the 10 of Cups, the card of happiness. So the way to kind of navigate this shadow that is lingering, I see like, okay, in my mind's eyes, I just saw like this black cloud all over the world, like the globe, because this is kind of energy that is lingering of loss and sadness. And sometimes our awakening can come with that. And sometimes you just think, wow, I used to be happier before. Now that I know all of those things, I'm questioning everything. Sometimes I'm anxious and I can't sleep. I have insomnia and, I'm just thinking so much. But Spirit is kind of reminding us to be grateful for that, to enjoy all the little milestones, celebrate even the small accomplishments, that we do. Let's get some more information. Okay, I got this. Okay, I wasn't ready, Spirit, but I got the star here in the reverse. So I feel like there is something that has to be released and healed. Okay. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna, okay. Okay, I feel like, okay, Spirit's telling me to shuffle one more time. So let's get a card for the judgment as the outside energy that is lingering as well. So what can we know about the judgments? Critical, complementary. How do we navigate that, Spirit? What can we know about this outside energy? I'm getting that for you is actually somebody that is very close to you that might actually make you feel like you're not enough or that you're not doing the right thing. Look, we got the 5 of Wands in the reverse. You're not competing in that anymore. It's like you're not engaging with that anymore. And this is beautiful. This is really good. This in the reverse, it kind of tells me that you're avoiding to engage in that, in the criticism. And this is very powerful. And you should be doing that. But we got Temperance in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. This might be kind of a lack of harmony. There might be some, this might be something that is kind of making you feel out of balance in a way. Even though you're trying to not engage anymore, to not compete. With that feeling kind of a sea out of the water. A sea out of the water? What? A fish out of the water? A sea out of the water? How is that possible? Like a dry, okay. So it's like maybe that feeling of feeling like a fish out of the water. I feel like you're not comparing yourself so much anymore, and this is beautiful, or you should not compare yourself anymore. That's how you navigate this outside energy. Don't compare yourself, don't engage in competition, because you are unique. There is no need to compete. Spirit is saying that you're so unique. Oh, look, the tower. I don't know how it got here, guys. I think I was just moving with my hands without noticing. The tower is here. That tower moment that I told you, right, about. Wow. Okay. So let's see here. For the supporting energy of you, that we have resilience. Okay. So how is, okay, we are, oh, the devil. One more, Spirit. Let's clarify that. Okay. Oh, okay. One moment, guys. I got the devil and the 7 of Pentacles. And the devil here. Okay, I have to close. I have to. Resilience. Yeah, it's like you're supporting energy. You know, we have the 6 the 4 of cups in reverse on the bottom. I do feel like this resilience is actually helping you no longer accept, you know, it's like you're breaking free from these illusions. It's making you resilient against these illusions. One second, guys. It's like you're no longer contemplating. Okay, this is very specific. It's almost like you're not really looking back. Before there was like, it's almost like before that tower moment. Okay, how do I say that? Okay, before that tower moment, perhaps you were always kind of like contemplating, like looking for almost like instant gratification, I'm hearing. You were kind of impatient to let things grow, and you always wanted that instant gratification from the devil. And you're becoming stronger now. You're kind of not letting yourself be taken by that right now. That's what I'm hearing. Like your experiences, everything that you had to leave, everything that you had to endure to get here, made you strong. Although you keep getting kind of tempted in a way, you're not engaging with that instant gratification anymore. And this can come in like many ways. Okay, this is your supporting energy. There is like this resilience. You are really, you're really building yourself up again. This is specific. This is for a person, like take it as it resonates, but this is not for everyone. I'm getting a person that, for example, had issues with substance abuse or alcoholic, and you really now, because that just gave you like that moment of, okay, I feel good right now, so I'm gonna do this, you know, I'm gonna feel that instant gratification, but you're really fighting against this. I see a person that you're no longer like wanting that instant gratification. You're okay with waiting now. You know that you have to build your home brick by borrowing brick. You don't want that to be built in from one day to the other. You're being patient here. Or at least you're really understanding now that the illusion that you had before no longer serves you. Okay, that is really good. And you know, with the 4 cups here on the reverse and the bottom, you're not accepting anymore. You're really like breaking free. You're really being strong-minded, okay, when it comes to that devil energy. The illusions, attachment, unhealthy patterns. You're stronger now. Okay. Is there anything else here, Spirit, that you want to say? 1 second, guys. What is it? About your supporting. Okay. All right. I'm feeling here now. Something touching my legs, like very gently. I know it's kind of the wind, like the little breeze, but it's just feeling different now. Wheel of Fortune on the back. This is... I don't know what I'm just feeling. You really... the work you're doing is really... you're doing a good job. I don't know why I'm getting emotional, okay? What's going on? It's like the work you've been doing, you're really helping yourself here. It's very tough. It hasn't been easy. It has been really heavy burden for you. This is your opportunity because Spirit wants you to be strong. But Spirit is saying, I know it's been hard. So it's really giving you a tap on the back right now because you've been strong. You're really helping yourself. Like you're really clearing karma and generational curse, like I'm hearing, and even like on your own ancestral lineage. But Spirit is saying, I know it's been really hard, but it's been hard because this is helping you grow. Like you needed this, and although it's been hard, like you're really doing a good job. And I got a little emotional there because I felt like it hasn't really been easy for you. Okay, wow. Whew. The opportunity, the unexpected, what you don't see coming. Wow, okay. Let's keep going, Spirit. The unexpected. Can we know anything about this unexpected opportunity here, Spirit? What is unexpected here? What can collective expect from the unexpected? Okay, I feel like yeah, okay. What else, Spirit? Oh, yeah. I love this. Look, the unexpected here. The sun was kind of on the side. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like this. So the sun is like the happy card. I'm happy for you. Before that, I got the 3 of Cups. That was kind of also like not even upright, not even. But I'm feeling more towards upright. Because you're gonna find your tribe again. You're gonna celebrate again, and remember that celebration already was here before as the shadow aspect that has to be worked on. Instead of like feeling joy, perhaps you are in this energy of mourning. All the connections you lost in the past, and maybe you'll be feeling quite lonely in this journey. But you know, the opportunity here is for you to find your tribe again. Spirit is telling you it's time to get out of that cave. And here there is connection. I'm getting like 2 of Cups vibes from this card. You know, these 2 souls are contemplating something growing, and Spirit is saying that the opportunity here is the unexpected. You're gonna find on the way, I feel like Spirit is gonna send you people that you never expected them to be the ones to help you. And this is like this joy that instead of mourning, like your opportunity here is to get out of to release that shadow of mourning, of not being inspired, and actually being happy. But the sun came on the side. I do feel, hi sweetie, it's my cat. I do feel like you have to, Spirit is saying that this is unexpected because This is a choice you have to make. It's like, are you gonna, it's unexpected because there is this opportunity for you. And there will be people coming your way. But are you gonna choose that path of happiness and connection and believe and trust again that there is joy, that there is this awakening, no matter how difficult it's been, it's not gonna be so difficult for too long. I know that maybe right now you did all this work and but it's important to celebrate that. It's important to trust that this is ultimately leading you towards something greater. And let's get, when for your outcome, I got the void and the power. That for me was so beautiful. That was the moment that I wanted to start recording right away because I was so excited for you. Because this means that getting out of the darkness into your own power, the full moon, manifestation, clearing everything that no longer serves you, that completion, that So let's get a bit more spirit on what can we know about the outcome, the void and the power, dark moon, full moon. Ooh. On the side, three of swords. You're gonna heal this, your heartbreak, all the pain, everything you're feeling right now. You know what this is about for you. I feel like it can be different, not always romantic. Sometimes our hearts get broken for so many reasons, but it came on the side, you're healing. The outcome here is to heal from the heartbreak, to heal from your broken heart. And your broken heart might be broken for so many reasons. Dreams unfulfilled, or just not being able to create from a place of freedom. What else, Spirit? The outcome of the dark. You're gonna heal from all that pain, like you're transmuting that pain. Okay, Spirit, what else for the outcome? The stream. Wow, look at that. On the bottom of the deck we got the Six of Swords, leaving that behind, going, just getting out of that, this rough waters and going into like smoother water. This is gonna pass. The underlying energy of the outcome is this transition. Trust it. And we got the Strength here on the reverse. But I do feel like this is as the outcome. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna be strong anymore. It just means that you're gonna be able to let that guard down, because your foundation is finally gonna be strong enough. That wolf is not gonna come and puff, because right now you're building your home brick by boring brick. But it's gonna become strong, and you're gonna be able. I don't see this as like you losing your power in any way. On the contrary, because we have here the dark moon and the full moon with the power. It fell. Right? So obviously the Strength in the reverse doesn't talk about you not being in your power. But for me right now, Spirit is saying you're going to be able to release from that resilience. Because right now this is your supporting energy. You had to be strong. You had to be strong all the time. You were constantly having, almost like fighting for your sanity. I'm hearing that you had to fight for your own sanity. Really, each day is a fight for you to feel okay. You might be struggling with depression even, or you got out of depression. Each day you try to heal yourself. So you're going to heal. You're going to step into your power. And this Strength in the reverse is because you're going to be able to finally let go of that burden and heal. This is really beautiful. Wow. And underlying, like I said, you're going to leave that. For some of you, I literally see you leaving, like the situation, leaving the country, living to another house. Maybe that's a situation for you right now that is kind of unstable. And wow, this is really beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if this resonated. I loved that you shared your energy with me. And let me know in the comments. Thank you. I love you. Bye.